welcome to Reach for the Stars. And today is summer solstice. Happy summer solstice to all my beautiful friends out there. I myself am just now planning my evening festivity ritual ceremony to celebrate summer solstice. I'm probably late. I should have done it last night, but I found out some pretty, it's heartbreaking news. Apparently, the major oak in the Sherwood Forest in England has been pronounced legally dead on the day of the summer solstice. So I'm feeling a bit heartbroken because although I have never seen this tree in person, to me, it's a big deal. We do have, how do you say it? Methuselah. Methuselah, I think that's how you pronounce it. And that is a tree over here in California that is 5,000 years old. So the major oak in Sherwood Forest is no longer going to be with us. Perhaps in spirit. It'll still be standing for quite a while, and apparently, according to some of the footage that I've seen on YouTube, will still continue to support various forms of life during its passing. On that note, I wanted to do a very interesting walkthrough today, but before we get into that, I'm going to show you a couple of my items that I will be using for tonight's ritual and ceremony. This is fabulous. I found this in an antique store. It's an antler. I think they call these like a butler broom. You use it to sweep the crumbs off of a table, I'm assuming. I don't know, but isn't it fabulous? I mean, my goodness. Doesn't it just make you want to go rent a cabin in Big Bear somewhere? I actually use this all the time because I have so much crap laying around that I'm constantly dusting, and, this is kind of like, perfect. So I thought this was a very earthy thing to use for the summer solstice. And I'm thinking in terms of green, the color of summer for me. This is a fabulous rock that was hand painted by a hermit friend of mine, a shaman hermit who lived in the desert. So that is just wonderful. He's going to be going on the altar with me as my green man. And then my daughter gave me this, my beautiful earth mother goddess woman. We love her. She's going out there with me today. And then I have this amazing mug that I found at, what was it? It was Goodwill. I mean, give me a break. It's absolutely just handmade, probably by some kid or a teenager. It's brutalism. But here's the deal. Doesn't it just look like a tree? The spirit of the tree, the great oak. So I am going to infuse this cup with my prayers and my admiration and my goodbyes to the major oak at Sherwood Forest. So this is the Sherwood Forest mug that I will be using for my ritual ceremonial vessel. I think I bought it for like $1, but isn't it just fabulous? Yes. Okay, so there's that. So today on the table, this is going to be a very interesting episode. I mean, you may be thinking, oh yeah, Robin Wood Tarot, like who has not, visited this? But here is my journey that I want to share with you. This deck I bought on eBay. I love vintage decks, and this was supposed to be an original Robin Wood Tarot vintage piece from I don't know, what, 90s, 80s. And I love the box. I mean, it even has some magic candle wax on it. And I thought, ooh, this is going to be so good. But however, when I opened up the box, I just don't know. My goodness gracious. I mean, right off the bat, the cardstock was like cardboard. It didn't feel like a deck to me at all. And I thought, God, this is so weird. And I kind of sat with it for a little while, not really like, I don't know, I shuffled it maybe once or twice. And then the deck started falling apart. And I just don't know what to think of it. I mean, it's in pretty bad, precarious state of affairs. Some of the cards are like literally falling apart, and it's just like super wonky. And I'm thinking to myself, this is a counterfeit. And you might say to yourself, who would do that? Who would bother to put a counterfeit deck into a beautiful box like this? So I reached out to the guy that I bought it from, and I'm like, you know what? This doesn't look like a real deck to me. I mean, it just doesn't feel right. It's literally like cardboard. He did go ahead and refund me my money. I did not spend a lot of money on this deck. But nonetheless, I mean, what the hell, right? So what I did was he returned the money. I got to keep the deck, you know, which in itself is a little odd. Like, yeah, it's not legit. But on that note, I did end up getting the Robin Wood Tarot. What I think it was like on a legitimate site. So where did I pick it up? Is it? I can't read that. My glasses aren't reaching that far. So let's give it an open. This is kind of like an unboxing of just a great old favorite. And I think in honor of summer solstice and the our major oak, I thought it would be a really good fit for today. So here we go. Oh, this is interesting how it opens up like that. Oh, okay, so it opens up like this deck. This box opens the same way. And now at least I have a booklet to go with it. Color's totally different. No worries there. I bought it from these guys. So this is straight up legit. So I'm super curious to see what this cardstock's going to feel like. Now, this is supposed to be vintage, but my God, it looks like it was never used. So why would it be falling apart? I should have pulled out the cards that were really bad. Here we go. I mean, look at that. That just looks like something you'd buy at Staples. I mean, really? God, I don't know. I mean, is this a counterfeit deck? And why would people bother to do that? I don't know. Like, your guess is as good as mine, but I definitely felt like this can't be real. So let's go ahead and find out. I want to test the quality of this deck versus the deck I bought on eBay, which the guy returned my money as soon as I yeah, this doesn't look legit. Okay, right off the bat, I'm like, yeah, this deck is not legit. First of all, look at the color difference. And I could be wrong, but I'm going to scrutinize this puppy because I think this is a thing that's going on. This is not the first time that this has happened to me. So, I'm very leery now, very cautious about buying my favorite vintage decks. So let's go through it. I did not put this older deck in order, and I should have. Maybe I should. Should I? Oh, this deck doesn't even look like it's in order. Dear Lord. Oh, here we go. All right. So right off the bat, this is a proper cardstock. This has a coating on it. All right, see that? Versus this. This has absolutely no coating on the cardstock whatsoever, whereas this does. Let's see if we could get some shine. Oh, there you go. See that? Okay, you got that. Let's go side by side. This is really dull. I don't know, maybe it was just sitting around outside or something. I just don't get it, but it didn't feel right, and I literally could not use it. So on that note, I'm just going to come down a little bit closer, and let's see if we can just kind of get a grip. Now, again, they are not in order, which is not going to be the best flip through, but I just kind of wanted to come on here real quick and not overthink it today because I have so many other things that I want. Look at that. There's just no way. Listen. Look, I just barely did the corner, and look, it's already coming apart. Look at that. I literally just did that to this one corner. Okay, this corner is together. This corner is together. I'm going to flip it. Yeah, no, look at that. I mean, there's no way that this deck, I would have to take an X-Acto blade. So yeah, why would somebody do that? For, 15 bucks? I mean, the deck new is, a whopping 30. Yeah, so I think we've already determined that this deck here is a fraud. I mean, it just has to be. Is there any other distinguishable characteristics that I could point out? Look at the corners of how they are cropped. This one is nice and round, and this one just kind of, not so good, right? Can you see the difference in that? Yeah, they look like they've just been clipped with one of these corner cutters that you buy at Michael's. Wow, just kind of crazy. Color saturation, I'm not too worried about because if it's vintage, that is a possibility. But just the fact that it falls apart if you do this, it's just, look at that. There's no way. I'm doing this literally right now on camera. I don't even know if it's worth doing, a full-blown, let's go through the deck and see if it's legit or not. I think we've just automatically determined, that this is a fraud. And it's a thing. It's happening on eBay. I picked this up on eBay, and it's not the first time that this has happened to me. So, as a caution, I just wanted to share that with you all. But on that note, I am very happy that this gave me an opportunity to open up this deck tonight, because I thought it's going to be the perfect opportunity for tonight's festivities. And I personally have never worked with this deck, but I kind of love the summer aesthetics of it. And pretty much everybody knows this deck, but I think I know somebody that looks just like her. So I think this is going to be a great deck to work with tonight, and I have now determined that this needs to probably just go in the trash, or maybe it's a bookmarker or something. I don't know. Kind of crazy though, right? You know what I do want to compare it to? The darker colored cards. Let's do that. I just kind of want to get a vibe on the... Right now I'm flipping through the... Okay, here's one with a black background. I am just basically flipping through the fraudulent deck here, just to kind of pull out a couple of cards that, gosh, just didn't look right to me from the get-go. I mean, you'd think it'd be okay, but there's no way that with this card stock it could be. I mean, I'm very familiar with vintage decks. That's pretty much usually what I'm interested in collecting, so I kind of know this card. I kind of know that most vintage decks are pretty solid, unless it's something that's been used heavily. And my favorite deck, the Morgan Greer deck, that thing is like beat to shit, and the more you work it, the better it gets, right? But let's kind of take a look at these three cards, because I want to take a look at the color saturation on this black. So let's just, I mean, this is just beautiful and smooth. It's a proper deck, love, a proper deck. So let's see if we can just pull a couple of these puppies out, just to do a comparison. That way we don't have to do... yeah, the color is not saturated. I thought that there would be a major difference in the color saturation. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Weird. I mean, why would somebody bother to do that? I'm just so curious. This one does seem a lot darker. Very strange. You've got like a little signature thing up in here. So peculiar to me. Is that visible? I don't know. I can't see it from the camera. Oh, gosh. There it is. I mean, I'm not sure what to think. I mean, do you guys have any concepts or any ideas on this? This one clearly is very dull. It's... I don't know. Regardless, this deck is completely unusable. There's no way. It's questionable. I mean, unless this thing was like sitting outside or something, I honestly don't get it. I've never seen a vintage deck do something like this. I mean, it is not the proper cardstock. So I don't know. If you guys have any information on, what this is, I would be very curious if you guys could let me know your thoughts on this. If anybody else has had this experience, or what am I looking at here? Were vintage decks created this poorly? The ones I have, no. I mean, they're almost in better condition than the newer ones. So I'm just, I'm at a loss. Here are these two cards. I can already tell from the feel. Let me feel it. Oh, God. This one's definitely smoother. I don't know. It's like wine tasting or something. I don't know what to think, you guys. Does anybody have any pointers for me? Anyhow, that was quick. Well, I'm just getting up here anyway just to do a shout out. Happy summer solstice, my friends. And this is the deck I will be using tonight to play with. Do you hear the difference? Oh my God, listen. Hear that? Now here is the here's this deck. Do you know what I mean? Like, that can't. Bam. What is this? It's like a thug. Weird. Really? Really? Look at this. I literally have not used this deck. Look at that. I mean, as soon as it came out of the box, it just started to deteriorate. So weird. Oh, well. At least I have a bona fide suitor for tonight's festivities. The Robin Wood Tarot, my friends. Happy summer solstice. Ciao for now.